Picture yourself in colonial America. How will your life be? Where are you going to live? What are you going to live in? And most importantly, what will you eat? Yeah, no pizza and brownies here. By 1775, all of the 13 colonies had been established and there was a population of 2.5 million. Life in the New England colonies focused on town life and people worked in industries, such as whaling and shipbuilding. New England imported agricultural products from other colonies.
The majority of people in the middle colonies worked on small farms and homegrown food was in good supply. The warm climate made it possible to grow crops throughout the year in the southern colonies and was ideally suited for plantations and farming. Food in colonial America was plentiful and included a lot of meat and vegetables. Farming was suitable to the middle colonies to such an extent that they were often called the breadbasket colonies because they grew so many crops. Farming in New England for crops like wheat was impractical because of the poor soil. By the 1690s, rice became the mainstay of the colonies, Georgia and South Carolina. The colonial people had a variety of wheat, rice, barley, oats, rye, corn, pumpkin, squash, and beans.
Fish was abundant and was an extremely important item in colonial food. Fish were obtained from the ocean or from the rivers that ran through the land. Sea mammals included whales and seals. The different types of fish and shellfish found in 13 colonies was cod, sea bass, herring, hake, tuna, and much more.
The drinks consumed by colonists included popular beverages such as coffee and tea. Household industries emerged making alcohol such as beer, cider, whiskey, and rum. The liquor was therefore manufactured and rum became a major export from the colonies.
A variety of fruits and vegetables were available in the various regions of the 13 colonies. The number of fruits and vegetables native to North America were increased by the introduction of European varieties. The apple, plum, pear, nectarine, peach, and cherry were all introduced from Europe. Raw fruits and raw vegetables were considered unappetizing, and most were cooked and served in stews, sauces, soups, and in pies and fruit cobblers. The word vegetable was rarely used during the 1600s and 1700s. Instead, the term herb covered all green plants. Food items which came from the ground had traditionally only been considered fit for the poor.
The colonists tried cooking many animals, but some were just not suitable as colonial food. However, the poor often hunted and ate deer, squirrel, rabbit, and other woodland animals. Some other animals available to the colonists are elk, bear, mountain goat, coyote, fox, raccoon, porcupine, and beaver.
At the beginning of the colonial era, only food that was in season was served. As soon as food was made available, it had to be eaten so it wouldn't rot. Fresh fruits and vegetables were not available year-round. Hunting was made difficult in harsh weather. This caused food shortages in the winter. Methods of preserving food were soon adopted. It was not economic to feed animals during the winter. Therefore, animals were slaughtered in the autumn and preserved in salt. Some ways of preservation were salting, smoking, desiccation, and making preservatives such as jams, marmalade, and syrups.
Herbs were very important in the colonial times. Some examples are basil, which was carried around the world for cultivation by man. Mint was used to prevent indigestion and skin disease. Parsley was one of the first plants used in wreath making. Sage was an ancient medical and culinary herb. Angelica was used in ceremonies to charm against evil spirits and used to purify blood. Interesting facts about food during colonial times. Fact 1. In the northern colonies, it was cold enough in the winter for meat to be stored outside packed with snow. Fact 2. Much of the cooking in the earlier colonial days was done in a large metal kettle that was placed over the fireplace. Fact 3. The colonists ate their meals off of a wooden plate called trenchers.
Fact 4. Hasty pudding is a type of porridge cooked in milk or water. Usually it was a type of corn pudding or porridge in American colonial times. Fact 5. Pies were very popular and might be served at any meal of the day. This included meat pies and fruit pies, such as apple and blueberry. Fact 6. During the 1700s, the wealthy people of the Americas began to eat more lavishly. They had silverware, china, and chairs to sit in. They had fancier foods as well, such as coffee, wine, chocolate, beef, and sugar.
Although it has been hundreds of years since the colonial times, we still eat many of the same foods and have many of the same recipes as well.
Colonial cooking has influenced the way we eat and helped us learn how to preserve foods, what animals to hunt, and where and when to plant fruits and vegetables.